Good morning, everyone. Welcome In the Booth with Earl Hall. Today, we're talking about how to market your voiceover business in 2018. Let's get it going. So the big question is this: how do voiceover artists like us who are looking to take our careers to the next level, but don't buy into the claims of needing expensive equipment and demos, start bringing in new clients? How do you follow a clear path to changing your voiceover side hustle into your full-time job and stick it to those that said you couldn't? Those are the questions, and this podcast will give you the answers. My name is Earl Hall, and welcome to In the Booth with Earl Hall, where we know how to grind and don't quit. And welcome in, everybody. Thanks so much for tuning in to the Booth with Earl Hall, the second day of January 2018. If you're looking to start, build, and grow a successful voiceover career, this is where you want to be to really learn how to do that. You know, you guys know, for me, it's all about the marketing. It is all about the marketing for me. You can be the best voiceover artist in the world. You can be, have the best things going on with your DAW, be an expert at Reaper, Adobe Audition, Audacity, Pro Tools, the whole nine yards. But if you don't know how to market and sell your services, you're dead in the water. So today, what I want to talk about is how are you going to market your voiceover business in 2018? One, before I even get into that, I've started doing, if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, you want to follow. I'm putting content on Instagram that I'm putting nowhere else. And I'm posting there a couple of times a day. Every morning, I'm reading from my book, Steps to Voiceover Success. You guys on Instagram, you've seen that already. You guys here on YouTube and on Facebook have seen that as well. Get this book. And I'm not just, maybe I'm saying it because I wrote it. Yeah, I want to sell some more of these books. I've already sold a ton. It's a quick read. You can see it's not a big book. The thing about this book is that I put in my best stuff. If you get the Kindle version, which I think is only $4.99, for the Kindle version on Amazon, there are links in this thing to videos that I've created that are going to help you do what it is that you need to do. All of you folks that are over on Facebook, if you want to comment or ask a question, make sure that you go over to the YouTube side, because that is where I'm taking all the questions. And I'm just checking my website here to make sure. For whatever reason, on my homepage for stepstovoiceoversuccess.com, I'm not too sure why the video is not showing up there. So if you're having problems seeing the video or you can't see the video, and let me just press play here 1 second. Nope, it's still showing the old video. Must be something I'm going to have to update. So all these changes I made for the new year, I'm going to have to update those. So if you want to comment, you're going to have to go over to youtube.com/Earl Hall Studio. That's where I will see your comments playing. So just go over to youtube.com/Earl Hall Studio, and I will be able to see and take your questions. Also on Instagram, I see you guys there. Thanks so much for being here. I can take your questions there as well. One of the things that I think is going to be vital moving forward with In the Booth with Earl Hall, because a lot of stuff is coming, as well as on the website for stepstovoiceoversuccess.com. This year for me is all about continuing to grow my voiceover business. And those of you that are looking to do the same things, this is the whole reason I think that you're watching me. And it's going to get more in depth. I'm taking some hard lines on some things in regards to goal setting, accomplishing those goals, looking at what's working, and throwing away what's not. You guys have heard me say, when it comes down to choosing a marketing strategy for your voiceover business, the thing that I think you really want to do is choose one to start with. Those of you that have followed me for more than 3 months, hey, good morning, Jimmy. What's up, Scott? Glad to see you in the house over on YouTube. Thanks for being here. You've heard me talk about picking one strategy and mastering that strategy. What's up? What's up, Mage Pro? Good morning. If you try and do too many things at once, you're going to become a master at nothing. And so many times when I look at how people market their voiceover businesses, it's basically from a standpoint of like a begging mode. And you've heard me say this before. It looks like we're in begging mode. It's like, hey, I can do voiceover, I can do this, I can do any kind of voiceover it is that you want to do, so on and so forth. That's begging mode to me. There are different ways, and you guys have heard me talk about them all. Especially if you've been following me for more than 3 months, you've pretty much heard my spiel on marketing. And in particular, if you're involved in inevitable emergent results or voiceover domination, you hear me talk about this. Our first broadcast for the year. What's up, Sam? Glad to have you in the house. Happy New Year. This Saturday is going to be our first live broadcast for the year for everyone that's involved with inevitable emergent results as well as voiceover domination. I feel like what I want to do in regards to bringing you more value with this daily live stream that I do, this daily podcast, is to be here to answer your questions. Over the past 2 years, and particularly over the past year, all of 2017, I gave out tons of information. It's just there. It's readily available for you to grab a hold to. What I want to do in 2018 is focus in on those folks that are taking the strategies that I've already taught and implementing those strategies. There really is not a new thing. I spent a year showing you and teaching you what works. Now what I need to do in order to give you more value is to answer your questions based on what you're doing. Now, a lot of times, and I thank everyone so much for coming in and saying, hey, hello, and all that kind of good stuff. And I think moving forward, I want people to stop looking for me to say the same things over and over again. I don't know that that brings you value, even though I'm sure that I will continue to say the same things over and over again because these things are tried and true. But as new things pop up, especially with social media and technology and things of that nature, there are going to be new things that I bring to the forefront. I stay on top of that. That is one thing that I stay on top of is the trends in marketing in regards to what goes on social media. So what I want to make starting in 2018 more about are your questions in regards to the things that you've already heard me say. I can be entertaining. I can entertain you for 30 minutes. That's not a big deal to me. But what's more important to me is that you're getting value for tuning in. Otherwise, you're wasting your time. And I honestly feel that. I feel like you're wasting your time watching me if I'm not bringing you some sort of value. And so with everything that I've taught, and by the way, go ahead and start typing in your questions. Even if you want to give me a call up on Skype, we can do that. I can bring you in via Skype. If we're connected on Skype, I can answer your questions live and in living color right here during the live stream, or you can just go ahead and type them in the chat and we can talk about it there. I'm really disappointed that my live stream isn't showing on my homepage, and I'm not sure why. Maybe it's just my refresh isn't actually refreshing. Maybe you guys can tell me in the chat, are you watching me on the homepage or are you actually watching me on YouTube? You guys can help me with a little bit of housekeeping here. Where are you watching me? I know you guys on Instagram, you're watching me on Instagram. I see you there. Thanks so much for tuning in. But if you're watching me on YouTube, are you watching me actually on YouTube or are you watching me on my homepage? I'd be interested in knowing that because that's going to help me with some things as far as programming on my website, because I thought it would automatically show up. But what I'm seeing on my website is simply the broadcast that I did on yesterday. Okay, so Sinistral Arc. You guys with these handles, these are amazing. Yeah, you guys. Okay, you're watching on YouTube. Try to go to homepage, but nothing showed up. Okay, good, thanks. Who are you getting coaching from now? Major, was that a question for me? Or I'm not sure if you're talking to me or someone else in the group. Thanks, Sam, for letting me know that you're watching on YouTube. But Mage is asking, who are you getting coaching from now? Are you talking about me specifically, who is coaching me, or were you asking that to someone else in the group? Okay, thanks, Denise, for letting me know. Or Dennis. I get Dennis. That's Denise. Yeah, that's Denise. All right, that's female. I get Dennis and Denise mixed up all the time. Dennis is with 2 N's. All right, thanks. Watching on YouTube. I appreciate you for letting me know that. All right. What I want to go through, and Mage, make sure you answer that question. Were you speaking directly to me, or are you talking to someone else in the group for that? And you folks that are watching me on Instagram, again, thank you so much for being here. Now's Q&A. This is, I think, the most value for what I do, because, I mean, I do have a tremendous amount of knowledge when it comes to marketing. And I think the most value that everyone is going to get is if you come with questions. Because if you've come with questions, believe me, someone else has that same type of question. And I think a lot of times people are scared to ask the question. But if you never ask the question that's specific to you, you'll never grow and you'll never get the answer. Okay, so let's see. Let me go back down here. All right. Hi, Earl. Eric from Richmond. Hey, buddy. Mage. Okay, me. Who am I getting coaching from? One of the things that I'm going to be doing this year is going through some coaching with, and now the name just drew a freaking blank. He has a YouTube channel. He does celebrity interviews, and he does coaching, and he does demos. He's out in California. Why I can't think of his freaking name right now, I don't know. I'm going to have to get back to you. But one of the things that I'm doing in March of this year is I'm actually going to fly out to Cali, and I'm going to go through a coaching session and get a demo created by this particular coach, whose name I can't even freaking call out. It's for the demo with this guy is $2,500. And he's the top in his game. And I'm getting a promo demo created. One of the things that I'm going to be doing this year is going after more high-end clients. I've done a lot of work over the past decade or so. And so now what I want to do is take a leap, basically, and get into going to TV stations, networks, like AMC, like the Learning Channel, things of that nature, trying to book work in those genres for promo spots for shows that they have coming up. NBC, ABC, CBS, the cable networks, the whole 9 yards, Fox Sports. This is the clientele that I'm going to be going after. So with that, it's going to take a different level of coaching than I've gone through before, which has mainly just been tune-ups I'll go through once a year that will, just keep me on point. But at this point, I know what I'm doing in regards to voiceover. But to take that, Chuck Duran, yes, that is him. Chuck Duran, thank you. Thank you, guys. I'm flying out to Cali, and I'm going to see Chuck, and I'm going to get my demo made. I've traded emails back and forth with him a couple of times over 2017, in particular, just talking about pricing and things of that nature. I knew he's the guy that I wanted to work with, and so that's the guy I'm going to work with. I've seen his work. I've heard his work, love his work, and so I don't consider this a flash in the pan, just me throwing $2,500 at someone to create a demo. This guy is top at what he does. And then also through some other connections that I have, being able to put that demo in the hands of the people that can make the decision to hire me or not. So hopefully by the third quarter of 2018, I should be getting some regular work in that higher end genre. So that's where my focus is going to be. I hope that answered your question, Mage Pro, on that. Lazarus is asking, would you need to be union to get those high-end jobs? Some of them, yes. Some of them, no. That is one of the other things that I will probably do in order to get access more to those higher-end jobs is to join the union. I think they're a couple of grand a year or something like that to be a member of. But at the point where I am in my voiceover career, and with the level of work that I've already been able to garner on my own, it's just the next logical step for me to do. I've got a book of work that is tremendous. Ton tons of commercials, radio and television that I've done throughout the Midwest. So I've got that regional appeal, but now I want to go for that national. I'm going for that national stuff. And to work at that level, I want to make sure that I'm doing it right. So even though I produce demos, I can produce my own demo. I cannot produce a demo like Chuck Duran. There's a seasoned portion of that I think that I need. And believe me, when I'm there, I'm going to be getting some tips or trying to look at some of the things that he's doing for the demo. We can do it remotely. He can do it remotely, but I want the experience of going into his studio and actually doing that. And I'll stream it if he allows me to or whatever. But I'll be taking pictures and stuff of that nature. But that is something that is hard and firm on my to-do list for the first quarter of 2018. I'm still trying to decide if I want to go to, VO Atlanta? I haven't decided yet. I don't know if there's value there for me. It's not that I'm putting down VO Atlanta. I just don't know enough about it. If any of you guys have been to VO Atlanta, let me know what it's all about other than, yeah, it was great. Or I learned a lot. I need more in-depth stuff. So if you've got some more in-depth stuff with that, I would love to know. All right. Okay, answer that question. Edge, hi Earl. Did you ever do your old demo I think he's saying your own demo, just to get started and put yourself out there? Thanks, Eric. Yeah, Eric. And it's what I teach. Within the programs that I've teach, which by the way are closed now, I'm not accepting any more students. I think I said this yesterday, but I'll probably need to reiterate it because I've done some changes to the website and will continue to do changes to the website over the course of this week. I will not be offering voiceover domination or inevitable immersion results ever again in life. I won't do it. And there are reasons behind that. And if you've watched me over the past 2 weeks, especially towards the close of the year, and you heard some of my rant about people actually digging in and doing the work and things of that nature. What I realize, in order for me to bring the most value to anyone, is to work with people that actually are at a certain point. What I feel like what I do here every day, Monday through Friday, on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter and now Instagram, things of that nature, is I have provided a level of expertise to the newbie to get into voiceover. And I had a conversation with my friend earlier this morning, Cyrus Webb, and we talked about the level of work that we do. And it's hard to find people that work at that level. And I'm not talking about fame or fortune. I'm talking about work ethic. That's what I'm really digging into right now. I'm not talking about the amount of fame that someone has in voiceover or whatever, but I'm purely talking about work ethic. And I only want to, at this point in my career, especially with what I'm planning for myself this year, I don't want to waste my time. I'm just being blunt about that. I don't want to waste my time working with people that really are not dedicated and committed. And so I've closed out my coaching programs. I will open another private level, I think an elite level package that I'm going to have. And I'm working that out, but it's going to be an application process that people have to go through, because you guys have heard me say this so many times. It's not about that money thing to me in regards to that. I can do this without coaching. I don't need to coach. I do voiceover. But if I'm going to take my time to work with someone in voiceover, they're going to have a certain level of dedication to this thing that, quite honestly, most people that even have gone through my programs don't have. They do not have it. And I've got to see that. It's something that I have to be able to determine and see. So over the course of this week, I'll be putting together that particular elite package that is down and dirty, hard and rocking, and this is it. Now go out and do it type of thing. So we'll go from there. Let's see. Mage is saying you will be forced to tell us what Chuck's secret sauce is. I think he'll probably have me sign in non-disclosure, an NDA. But let's see. Edge is saying, Earl, did Chuck require that you get some serious training before he decided to do your demo? Thanks, Eric. It does not make sense to spend $2,500 on a demo and you don't know what you're doing. And any coach can see where you are based on what you've done and what's out there. So no, it's not going to be something like if you have $2,500 and that's just for the demo. That's not for coaching. That's for him to do your demo with that. Now, maybe I'm at a different spot with what I think about Chuck or whatever. But for me personally, I wouldn't take $2,500 from someone that wasn't ready. I just wouldn't. And I wouldn't suggest any of you to do it because, well, let me take that back. I don't know where all of you are. Let me put it that way. Some of you may be outstanding voiceover artists that are tuned in, and I'm sure there are plenty of outstanding voiceover artists that tune in to me from time to time. But with that being said, you've got to know if you're going to spend money on anything in voiceover, whether it's your microphone, whether it's you're spending money on your JW, your interfaces, your whatever, all the gear that you would need for voiceover, including, voiceover training and things of that nature, you spending money does not equal your success. I need you to hear me when I say that. You spending money does not equal success. You could pay Chuck Duran or anyone $2,500 to do a demo and you not be ready and you suck. And no matter how good Chuck is or whoever is that's doing your demo, whether it's me doing your demo, if you're not ready to do a demo, just because you spend $2,500 is not going to make you sound like a rock star. Just because you spend $1,200 on a Neumann TLM-103 or get $1,200 on a mic is not going to make you a great voice actor. You could have, let me get it. You could have a $70 microphone and kill it and make tons of money because you're great at what you do. You spending more money on a demo is not the thing that makes you good. The thing that makes you good in voiceover is going to be your dedication to the craft, and it's going to be your ability to market what it is that you have. So who's got some marketing questions? Don't be silly and ask me, how should I market my voiceover business? Based on what you've seen me do or seen me teach over the course of the last 3 months to a year that you've been watching or listening to me, what's the question that you have for me today? Based on what you already know that I've taught, what's a specific question that you have? Because this is where the value is going to come in with this. Let's see. Scott saying, just picked up 3 more books while I'm watching you. What books did you pick up, Scott? What are the books that you picked up with that? And on the website at stepstovoiceoversuccess.com, I have books that I've read. If you go to the gear section or whatever, not only is there gear there, suggested gear that I have, but there's reading that I have. And these are books that I've read that have helped me in my voiceover career, in particular when it comes to marketing. And one of the things that you'll notice when you go to stepstovoiceoversuccess.com and you look at my reading that I've done, it's not from a voiceover artist. There's one voiceover artist, Rodney Salisbury. He put out this book on vocal technique or vocal exercises that I thought was pretty good and that I still use. So, but I don't know that that's actually on the website or not. But what you'll notice is that in the books that I have available there through Amazon, my suggested reading are books on marketing, books, business development, and things of that nature that are going to help you build your business. There is not a voiceover artist out there that I've actually read their book that helped. And I can just be honest with that. And I've bought the big ones. And it was the major reason that I wrote Steps to Voiceover Success. And it's not a thick book because there's not a lot. But and even on this little green thing here, I've got contents of this book will open your eyes. The linked videos will change your life. For you guys there on Instagram. There's only a few things you need to get good at, but it takes time to get good at those few things. All right. So let's see. Jimmy's saying this might seem a little basic, but is there anything to not put in an email for marketing? Well, that's not really basic. Yes, there are steps to marketing via email that most people don't use. And I've talked about that at length. And on the website, I've got some videos in regards to that specifically for email marketing. So at stepstovoiceoversuccess.com, you can watch that video series that I have there. And let me just take a look here. Do I have this up? And let me just pull this up here and I can tell you the name of that. And if I go under VO training at stepstovoiceoversuccess.com, no, I do not have that there. It was in a PDF. Wait a minute. It might be on the homepage, which may give you some indication here. You know what? I may need to actually put that up because I don't specifically have something right there for email marketing. And I'm kind of shocked that I don't, because I thought that would have been one of the primary things that I had up there, but it's not readily available. What I'll do is I'll make a link on the website for email marketing specifically. But it's been one of those things where if you've been to my webinars that I had last year, that I had available via PDF. It was a PDF thing that I had available. I will see about making that available, the email marketing strategy, right on the website. And I'm really shocked that it's not there. I'm going to sign into a free account and let me just see what's there. Okay. I'm just taking a look here because I'm kind of shocked. Oh, there it is. It is there. If you're a free member at stepstovoiceoversuccess.com and you look in your library, you're going to see the training there, and it's called Tactics and Strategies, Getting More Voiceover Work. That's the course on email marketing that you can take a look at there. So I'm glad you asked that question with that. So anyone that's a free member at stepstovoiceoversuccess.com, you've got access to this. And if whatever question you have in regards to email marketing, it's answered in there. And I go through what you need to say in your emails, things of that nature, things to say and things not to say with that. So thanks for that question. And I'm sure I'm hoping that'll help someone there as well. They are part of the Greater Than a Tourist series, is what Scott's saying. I have no idea what that is, Scott. But let's see, Mage Pro. Chuck's name goes on that demo too. It may not be mentioned in the demo or any text saying it. Those that are listening know it's a Chuck Duran demo. Hence, Chuck wouldn't risk having a total newbie. There you go. That makes sense, Mage, on that one. Sinestral is saying, I literally just found you yesterday, so I'm just watching and learning. Not a problem. Demetrius, thank you for giving me your name. I'll forget it. I'm not good with names, but thank you, Demetrius, for that, and welcome. I'm hoping to bring you more and more value. Demetrius, if you're not a member at stepstovoiceoversuccess.com, a free member, you want to make sure that you just go do that. You can sign up for free and start getting access to some free training there as well. Tons of free training, by the way. Mage, how do we get an autographed copy of the book? This will be worth even more in the next 5 years. I don't know. It's funny, Tom. I know your name's Tom, Mage. Tom, it's funny. I've had people ask me about like doing book signings and things of that nature. And it's like, I'm not that big of a celebrity to do a book signing. And that's in my own estimation. Now, in regards to like getting a signed copy of the book, I don't know. Quite honestly, Tom, it's something that I've never actually thought about. Like doing a book signing or anything like that. My whole focus, especially towards the end of 2017, was just getting this information out, to you. So I don't know. I tell you what, here's what I'll do. If you would like a signed copy of my book, and I'm trying to figure out how to do this here, what you can do is you can purchase the book and you can mail it to me and I can send it back. Basically, if you go to earlhallstudio.com, my address is right there, right here into the studio. And you can even Google, the address for Earl Hall Studio, and it'll show you right on the map. You can MapQuest it. You guys want to come here, you can come. But it's right there. But I don't know. Maybe I just need to think about that more, but I'm not sure. But you're the first person that's asked about a signed copy. So I'm not completely sure about how to go about doing that or what to do. So maybe I'll think about it and I'll shoot you an email or something. Or you can shoot me an email and that'll remind me that I need to think about it with that. Jimmy, thanks. Thank you a bunch. Appreciate that. All right, guys. Well, it looks like that's about it. We've been on for 30 minutes. Hoping you guys are having an awesome and amazing new year already. There are things that you need to do. There are things that you need to get done this week. Next week is going to be balls to the wall in regards to sales and marketing. Everybody's going to be back to work. Everybody's going to be, geared up and ready to go to get back to work. I'm spending this week more so in the realm of developing my lists of contacts that I want to make for, starting next week is when my marketing is really going to start. So the past week and now into this week, while everybody was on vacation and now people are still on vacation and won't be back until next week, what I wanted to do was start building my list, which is what I've done. One of the things that I'm going to be testing out is Facebook ads to key in on some markets that I want to break into right here in Southeast Wisconsin where I live, and also a little bit farther in circling around in the Midwest here. I'll be doing that. But I'm going to be testing out some things with Facebook ads with that. And I'll let you guys know how that goes. Facebook ads is not something that's simple or I think anyone can do. I've been into this for over a year now and I still don't have it nailed down. So I'm still going through the process of learning a lot more about that. But I'll let you guys know what goes on with that. If you have not got the book, Steps to Voiceover Success, please go pick it up on Amazon. The Kindle version is only $4.99. I definitely will appreciate it. If you have not got the magazine, I'm telling you, tons of great stuff in the magazine. Go to voquarterly.com. Get the magazine. The digital version is a $2.99 download. You can get a whole subscription for the year if you want, or you can just buy one magazine at a time. Doesn't matter. The magazine is out. Go get it. voquarterly.com. Get the magazine. All right, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in on today on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and you folks on Instagram. Thanks for being there, and I'll see you next time. You have a great day. Bye-bye.